Hey everybody, it's TheModernNative. So I am celebrating 500 uploads on my YouTube channel. Been just over a year since I started. I started last year on June 8th, and it's September 26th. So July, June to July, August, September. So 15 months, 500 uploads. Not bad if I don't say so myself. Couldn't do this without you guys, and I just wanted to hang out with you guys for a few minutes. I'm quite a distance from camp now. I had to backtrack to the Magic Boulder so I can have a signal. And I just wanted to hang out, see who wanted to pop around and hang out, pop in the chat and say hi. Let me know you're here hanging out. And on the replay, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my channel and joining me on 500 uploads so far. It's absolutely awesome. I can't believe it. It's a lot of content to put out, but it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed sharing my tips, my tricks, my information, my adventures, and our newest adventure. Hey Marcy, how's it going? Walking from New York to Georgia for a slice of pizza at Arax, world's largest pizza party with his world's largest pizza, and I can't wait to get there. I finally did a little bit of extra research today on the trails I need to get to, so I need to be able to go north right now to get up to Speculator to get to the North Country National Scenic Trail. How's it going, Mike? And head onto that until we can go south on it. So I've got the direction we need to go now. Silver Serpent, how's it going? Thanks very much. And it's very exciting. I got a reply back from Ranger Thompson. He wishes us luck and safety on our trip, and he asked me to give him an update on the site to just show him that we actually leave no trace, and he was appreciative of that. So that's pretty cool. But we're a couple miles down the way, and I had to backtrack to be able to get signal. So I'm just going to do a quick live, hang out with you guys, say hi. Been an eventful week for sure. Getting screwed over and everything else. But my aunt came through. She gave us some extra supplies and helped us out that way. So that way we weren't totally screwed over. But without her, we honestly wouldn't be able to do this trip. She gave us so much supplies and so much food in the last few weeks to be able to keep us going. And the donations I've gotten has definitely helped us out. I definitely appreciate everybody for that. Really couldn't do it without all the support and all the help from everybody. You guys are awesome. And Jack, if you're watching this, thank you again. My aunt's name. But yeah, we're working our way closer to the North Country Trail so that way we can swing south and get some real mileage going, because once we're on that, we won't actually have to leave the trail for a while, because that goes straight on through to Ohio, and then we'll be able to continue south, connecting trails as we go. By the looks of it, though, we are going to have to walk along the highway at a couple of points. Unfortunately, the trails don't actually connect 100%, so that is unfortunate. That ought to be fun with the dogs. It's probably going to be one of those things that I get all of the supplies up there. Janet's Homestead, how's it going? And then once I get all the supplies up to the next trail spot, I'll be able to go back for the wife and the dogs, and we can walk them along the highway. It's a little unfortunate that not all the trails connect, but I mean, it is what it is. It's part of the adventure. It's part of the struggle. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been able to share a lot of content and information with you guys. I did post a unlisted video on my community page for those interested in the foot health updates. My feet are all cut up and bleeding and sore, and trench foot boot rot is kicking in. But it's all part of the adventure. It's all part of the fun. Well, not exactly fun. My feet hurt. And having to backtrack like this to be able to upload, it kind of sucks, but we're like right at the edge of our limit for our signal. Every point forwards from here for the next few miles is completely dead. I scouted ahead the other day. I ran up 2.5 miles, not a spot of signal throughout that whole stretch. So we've got to try to make some good mileage to get through to get to the next signal spot. And be able to upload and stay consistent and everything else. So I'm going to have some unlisted videos and everything else that I can try to get a piece of signal so I can mark it public so you guys can keep getting updates and videos and stuff like that. But as soon as we're able to get back to a consistent signal, we'll be right here with you guys every step of the way. We're hoping to find a good spot where we can actually camp and do a live stream at camp so you guys can see the dogs and see them bugging us when we're on a live stream. Always happens every single time. Hey, you filming? You filming? What's going on, Dad? What's going on, Dad? Can I be part of it? Oh, I try to, Marcy. I try to stay safe always, and I try to take care of my feet, but sometimes, you know, my feet take a beating, but it is what it is. So, but I wanted to do a quick live stream. Might be one of the last ones we can do for a while until we can get to a good signal point, but it's it's taking a toll on us, definitely. It's a struggle. I didn't bring my selfie stick today, so my arm is gonna keep switching because it gets sore holding it out. I'm sitting on my rock. It's this big boulder that I'm sitting on. Well, there we go. It's the big boulder I'm sitting on. Magnifies my signal for some reason. Actually gives me a signal. The little magic rock is right there. But this way I can sit right here. Blistering Barnacles, how's it going? And I'm gonna miss doing live streams for a while because it's, like I said, it's a distance before we get a good signal spot. And hey Pat, how's it going? I'm happy everybody's popping in. Yeah, it's been an eventful week, but we're finally to the point where we can start making progress. But it kind of sounds like I'm about to get hit with some shit, so I probably can't stay on here long anyway. I got to get back to camp. It's a couple miles down now because we relocated and moved down. We found a good spot, but probably tomorrow morning I got to check the weather one more time before I get out of here. We're supposed to have a good dry morning, but it starts at noon, so we got to make the next leg up and then set up real fast and then be able to keep going. And here it comes. Here comes the rain. But I wanted to celebrate 500 uploads on my channel. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed being able to share things with you guys and take you guys along on our adventures. Like I said, I appreciate everybody who's donated. I appreciate everybody who's been here every step of the way. My patrons, the donators. I definitely appreciate every single one of you, everybody who watches, who can't donate, everybody who shares out my content. You guys are awesome. And I put out a motivational video for my 500th just because it was fitting. Just when you think you should quit, don't, because you're that close to making it. Thanks, Mike. I hope everybody else stays safe too. Like, we try to stay safe, but it's things can happen on the trail, things happen out here, but we try to be mindful. We try to be just this side of paranoid. And now with hunters and everything else, I need to find something orange for Monstar because he looks like a little bear. Oh, appreciate you being here, Barnacles. How many miles in the coming week? Well, we've got a good batch of rain. Obviously, it's coming down right now, but we've got a couple. Do a video on hellacious storm survival. Most of the time when the storms are hitting and it's bad and it's actually kind of taking a toll on us, I don't even have the chance to pull out my phone and do anything. So I'll try to, but a lot of times it's just a scramble, especially like when I wasn't here and that typhoon pretty much came across the lake and tore camp down. I wasn't here for that. She was the one taking the recovery. But I got to get back because the wife actually needs to take a trip up here to upload, or to, well, she's got some uploads to do, but she's going to download some stuff for us to watch. Her phone, that's really all it's good for right now, is just being able to watch some stuff. What would help us to make more miles? Honestly, if I could just get to the NCT, it'd be a lot easier. But without a ride up there, but it happens. Who's Ian? But I don't know. The wagon we have is not exactly great for making mileage. The wife needs a bigger hiking bag for sure, because her stuff is broken down to like 3 bags right now. But Swamp Rat was talking about making a hiking cart for us that's got like 26-inch wheels on it. Oh, Hurricane Ian. It'll probably blow through. Blister and Barnacles, like I said, I don't even watch videos anymore right now because my time is spent making and uploading videos, and my signal does not allow for me to just sit and watch videos. I'm busy every single day trying to set up camp, move camp, take care of the dogs, get firewood, avoid the rain, which is coming in hard, but we got some bright light over there, so it's just going to be a passing squall once again. But like I said, I can't watch anything. People want to go in and click on your link up above. I saw you dropped it. Feel free, obviously. You're a magnet fisher, so there's a lot of magnet fishers around here, so hopefully you'll get some new viewers. But like I said, remember, when you're filming a video, make sure you turn your phone sideways, because if it's upright, it gets cut off on the sides, and people just aren't real big on that. If mailing stuff to us is a little difficult, we don't have a way to actually receive mail. I guess there's a way you can send stuff to a post office, but like I don't even know what town or whatever else is around. So it's hard to know where we're going to be. Yeah, solar panels for hats. That'd be awesome. I'm sure they do. But there's also little solar, there's solar rechargeable little battery packs that I could probably just put right on top of my hat. But Marcy, if you connect to us on Facebook, if you connect to us on Facebook, we'll be able to work out the details, however else. So if you're determined to help us out and try to send something, we'll try to figure out what town we're near, what post office is around, and how to send it there. But the Swamp Rat and I were talking about needing to make a wish list on Amazon. How's it going, Bud Files? Solar panel hoodie. Oh yeah, that'd be freaking awesome. They have the new flexible material for solar panels, so that would work. Awesome, Marcy. I love military backpacks. I have my rucksack from my cousin. He's a Marine, and I have kind of a military style Marting top bag. I hope you guys can still hear me. I'm talking louder because the rain's coming in. But I've got a 75 plus 10 liter big Marting top bag. The wife only has like 20-liter bags, so they don't hold that much. Trying to make sure my screen doesn't get wet and they don't cut it off on me. But like I said, this was just going to be a quick live stream. I'm happy so many people popped in, seeing a lot of people coming in. Definitely appreciate it. Check out my 500th upload. It is a motivational video. I felt like that was fitting for my 500. I've been doing a lot of the outdoor stuff, a lot of the hiking, the survival, tips, tricks, leaving no trace and stuff like that. But I wanted to do a motivational video for my last one, for my 500th video, so that way it could be there. There's also an unlisted video with the foot health updates. I battle trench foot and everything else. Southern Sass, I saw your posts. I saw your... Yeah. Our little pole wagon it barely holds the food as it is, because rolling through the rocks and stuff, like I said on that one video, there's a ton of spots coming up that I'm not going to be able to pull that, so it's going to suck. But Marcy, that pack sounds awesome. And Southern Sass, I did see your comment on my most recent video the other day. I'm very sorry for your situation. If there's anything that we can do as far as advice, lifestyle kind of things, connect to us on Facebook or whatever else. I check all of my social medias and everything. I answer every comment. So even if you just have questions and you want to put comments on here, feel free. I think I am going to have to cut this soon, though, because this rain is a little heavy at the moment. I want to go back, make sure everything is all right with the wife. And I've been done uploading and everything else. The generators on bicycles. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Awesome, Southern Sass. Anything we can do to help as far as giving you guys advice or whatever else. The biggest thing that I always say, and that I got re-educated on, but follow the rules and regulations of the parks wherever you are, because the last thing you want to do is be kicked out of a park that you're trying to utilize on your way through. Because if you get pulled out and you only have a way to go in, it's going to be really hard for you to try to continue on. And we're in a state park right now. It's not a national park. They're trying to make it national, but it's not yet. But we are heading towards the North Country National Scenic Trail, and that's going to continue into Ohio from New York. Our end goal is to be in Georgia, so I can go to the YouTuber Eric. When he gets 10 million, he's going to do the world's largest pizza party with the world's largest pizza. And if you're subscribed to him, you get a piece of pizza. But you got to show up. So I'm going to show up whether I got to get there on foot. So that's the fun part of this whole trip. On the side of it, we started the mission to do the trail cleanups and the park cleanups, that we are going beyond leave no trace, and we are removing the trace of others. Oh, cool. And Silver Serpent, these wheels are super small and plastic, and they have a frame on either side, so I don't know if it's going to work for this wagon. But if you connect with the Swamp Rat, he's actually making one with bike tires, so that might work. But I was actually, once we start getting closer, and slowly, if people want to, I want everybody to go over to Airack. It's AIRRACK, and go to his community page, his videos, whatever else. Now I'm going to be there for my piece. Once we get closer, I want everybody to spam the shit out of him, so that way he ends up noticing me, and he might do a shout out or something. But who knows? I thought it'd just be fun. But okay, it's passing. That's not bad. I'm gonna let it go to 20 minutes. It's one of my shorter ones, but I just wanted to. I don't know. And Southern Sass, you can find me on any social media just by typing in TheModernNative. You can find my group, my page. Technically, the next is part on the park service as it is managed by the park. What are you saying there, Pat? Your autocorrect always screws around with you. I can usually translate you when we're texting, but yeah, I have a group, I have a page, I have a Twitter, I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram. They're all TheModernNative. It was a name that wasn't taken by anybody, and it was fitting. Yeah, Pat, I don't know what you're saying. It happens all the time when we're texting. Your stuff always messes around when you're trying to type. And I think sometimes it's because you do talk to text when you're talking to me, because you're usually driving. Sorry, had a water drop out of my phone. I didn't want it to click end on me. But let's see. Code word for this replay, for everybody who is watching this on the replay, if you're catching it after it's not live, and you watched it all the way through, your code word for this live stream is going to be 500. 500. Nice and simple. fitting, and it's in the title. So it's a little easy, cheaty one, but thanks, Anubis. Definitely appreciate it. It's a grind, and I've been working towards it for a while now. I'm finally well ahead of my day positive, or my video positive style. You guys know that since I started uploading, I've tried to make sure that I have more videos than days on YouTube. I started June 8th of last year, and here it is, September, what, 26th? Yep. September 26th, and I'm at 500 videos. If someone could do the math for me, I'm occupied. I'm definitely ahead. I don't know how far ahead. Oh yeah, I knew what you meant, Anubis. But it's a grind. It was a lot of fun, and now I've got a ton of content to be able to capture. It's actually to the point where having to remember to put my phone on to capture it. Like, I made a beast dinner last night and a great breakfast this morning. Didn't capture any of it. I made it was like a refried beans with seasonings, and made it with mashed potatoes. I made a mashed potato bowl on a plate, put them in the middle, and then threw some gravy on top. Oh, it came out great. And then we made biscuits and gravy with scrambled eggs this morning, and took one of the biscuits and made it into toast. Oh, it was a great breakfast. The wife's over there comatose right now from food coma. But and Southern Sass, it looks like you joined my Facebook group. I saw it. Drop them in. Alrighty, Marcy. Hopefully by then we'll actually be around Speculator, New York, up at right at the start of the North Country Trail. Exactly, Silver Serpent, and I've just been waiting for it. And Southern Sass, it's not an ask to join. You click join, you already are a member. You're already part of it, so you can just find me. I'm the only moderator. My name's James on there. So you can click into the members, you can see the moderators, and it's me, and then you can send me a message. And see, Anubis, that's the thing. I keep having to remember to, anytime I'm doing anything, to just be like, well, I should record this. Oh, I should record this. But most of the time I'm like halfway through and I'm like, man, this would have been a great video. Just like when the Rangers were here. Perfect example. When the Rangers were here and I was down here talking to the Rangers, I should have just pulled my phone out and had it next to me on record, just capturing the whole interaction, so that way I could go back through and edit that and share that with you guys. Next time I run into them, I will. And I'm going to actually, next time I run into a Ranger or DEC, I'm going to interview them to see what regulations are most violated by people, and what they've run into the most as far as people having accidents, or what was the cause of the reason people got hurt out here. So that way I can think about some things to share with you guys to try to prevent that kind of thing. So the next time I run into one of them, if one of them is willing to, I'm going to interview them. Any DEC watching this, if you see me, shoot me out for an interview. I'm interested in interviewing the authorities that have to regulate this stuff, because we're doing our part to clean it and teach people how to leave no trace and be a good steward of the land. You're using it, you're utilizing it, you're enjoying it. Make sure you protect it for others to enjoy as well. So it's just kind of my mindset, trying to help people and help nature. So, oh, I've already actually texted him pictures of the cleanup. And he actually got back to me probably last night or this morning or something. He thanked me for the update and wished us to be safe. No, we are on wild forests, forest preserves, and state trails, state park trails. You don't have to pay for any of them in New York anyway. I know some do, but the state campgrounds, generally you have to pay. But that's why we don't do that. We just wild camp, primitive camp. As long as you leave no trace, you go 150 feet off the trail, 150 feet away from waters, unless it's a designated trail, a designated site. You don't have to worry about it. As long as you leave no trace, you're all good. But that's New York's regulations. I don't know if any of the southern states have different regs or anything else. Just make sure you do your research on the state parks. In Tennessee? Okay, so make sure you go on to Tennessee Department of Environmental Conservation. They should have the same kind of thing there, or the Tennessee Park Service or something like that, and see which state parks, which parks have a way to have primitive camping allowed. I appreciate that, Anubis. We definitely, we're doing pretty good. I'm very proud of the wife. If you guys caught the previous moving video, I'm so proud of her. Between all the bullshit, I was running up and down, taking garbage out, meeting up with fucking dickhead there that screwed us over, and making my way back up. By the time I came back up, it was almost dark, and the wife had everything packed up on the trail, ready to get it moving. We moved it up a little bit, popped off to the side of the trail, and we camped off to the side, 60 paces up the hill. Camped on the side of the hill. We were kind of sliding down the hill throughout the night. But then in the morning, packed up, moved again, got set up just before the rain started. So that's kind of the path and the method. Sorry, it's getting chilly. I didn't bring a hoodie this time, so my hand was starting to shake. But if you look at that previous moving video, I had a real candid moment. I was so proud of her. I was so happy. And like, part of my comment kind of paints me in a bad light, but it's what people do when they argue. Arguments happen. People say shit that they don't exactly mean. But I mentioned it in there, so I'm honest. So it paints me in a bad light a little bit, but if people are actually honest with themselves, they'll fucking understand. And the wife is even like, oh, I don't see why anybody would throw shade on you for that. I say worse shit than that to you. Exactly. That's my whole point, Silver Serpent. Just on parts alone, I deserved more out of that Jeep than what he fucking gave me. And then he volunteered to do it. He volunteered to spend the gas and the fees and everything else to get it situated and to help us out. He was going to throw us extra, he kept saying. No, motherfucker, you cut us short, and that screwed us over. Because if I hadn't gotten the donations before to keep our phones on, we were relying on that $100 to keep our phones on. And if we hadn't, we would have been screwed. Would have never been able to do anything because he fucked us over. So, absolutely, Marcy. Karma will get him. And not to mention, I have his business card. And I'm going to make sure that it gets shared out there that if you are needing a handyman or any sort of construction, you avoid this person. Because if he's dealing with me like that, I'd hate to see how he treats customers. Exactly, Silver Serpent. It could have gotten $1,500 just on parts alone. The axles were good. The catalytic converter was good. The engine's good. Everything else, that's a ton of fucking parts. He tried to say that the transmission was bad, but fuck you, it was not. So, oh, I couldn't even reverse it off the trailer. I reversed it 2 miles down a road. Backwards. I had to reverse it all the way down because I couldn't turn it around up there on the mountain road. I had to back it down almost 2 miles to be able to get it onto the trailer. So I know it reverses. Trust me, I got a crick in my neck from going like this for 2 miles. But it is what it is. Shit got sorted out. Exactly, Marcy. So, it is what it is. It got sorted out. I was actually super happy. I wasn't actually expecting anything. I didn't share that video to try to garner donations or try to get sympathy. I was just super upset and I needed to get that shit off my chest before I got back to camp. I needed to try to explain it to her in a level-headed manner. And in the process of after I did that video to coming up to camp, my aunt actually texted me because she asked me how it was going because he had to pick up the title from her. And I was like, exactly. Fixed, it was easily worth $6,000. And it only took like $1,500 to fix it up. That was the max of what I would have to put into it to fix it. But on the way up, my aunt messaged me and was like, did you get everything figured out with him? And I was like, well, he fucked us over. He gave us half of what he was supposed to give us, and that was supposed to go to dog food, batteries, drink mixes, and toilet paper. And she was like, well, I've got dog food and toilet paper if you're not picky. What size batteries do you need? And I told her, that, you know, we have wiped our asses with leaves, and the dogs will eat literally anything I put in front of them. So it's not like anybody's picky. And she goes, okay, I'll be there in 45 minutes. I didn't expect that, but I was just venting to her, just like I was venting to you guys. And I got a donation from Mulhaven. Definitely helped us out there. And Mulhaven Bushcraft. Make sure you guys go and check him out. And then my aunt was like, I'll be there soon. Here you go. And she loaded us up with 2 half bags of dog food, a handful of toilet paper, and a handful of drink mixes, and 2 racks of batteries. Yeah, Silver Serpent, I'm sure. Well, hopefully we're going to be well and too far out of here by then. But yeah, he was just very underhanded and shitty about it. So, but actually, my phone is 23% right now. The wife's probably wondering where the fuck I am right now. But I'm gonna end this and head out. I definitely appreciate you guys and everything else. I appreciate everybody who's donated, everybody who's helped us out and supported us, who's joined my Patreon to be able to get the exclusive content and the updates and everything else that I put up on there, and the direct contact that is available through that. Not to mention the merch bonuses, the gifts that get sent to you automatically after being a member for a certain amount of time. I definitely appreciate everybody, and if anybody's interested in any of that, there's avenues to support. It's up in the description. It's scrolling across the bottom, and it's in my about page on my YouTube channel page. So if you want to join my Patreon, you want some merch, you want to donate, all the avenues are there. If anybody wants to try to get in contact with me directly, you can either join my Patreon and you'll be able to get my phone number so you can text me, which is easier to do without, because I don't need full service to do it. Or you can go through my Facebook group and get in contact with me through there. I definitely appreciate everybody. All you guys are awesome. Literally can't do this without you guys. This is even those that are just watching and hanging out and everything else, and who are genuinely here to support my channel and not just promote yourself. I definitely appreciate it. I know sometimes people feel like that's all I do when I go into other people's channel is just to promote myself, but I'm just having a conversation, talking about what's going on, and it, you know, YouTube is all I have going on. It's all I ever do. Everything is on YouTube. I definitely understand that, Southern Sass. I know your guys' situation is rough, and you got to do what you got to do to take care of yourselves. Let me know if there's anything we can do to help you out, like as far as trying to connect you to other people. I know I don't know them personally, but I know there's some people who are connected to my channel who are in Tennessee that might actually be interested in helping you out. Try to figure out a way how to organize that. But otherwise, if you need any advice or any tips or anything else, go ahead and explore through my channel. We have been full-time camping for over a year now, because I even count the cabin as full-time camping because it was pretty much a camp. It just had actual walls, even though it had a breeze through it because it wasn't actually finished. And that's another point, Silver Serpent, where I got screwed over again because I put in a ton of work on that cabin expecting to be able to stay there for a long period of time, and then as soon as it warmed up, they're like, okay, get out. Well, fuck you too. But that's why we started doing this, just camping full time, doing this stuff, because it got to the point where I got tired of being told that I had to go, or we had to relocate, or we had this amount of time to leave. So fine, I'm going to go and live in a way that my roof comes with me. No longer have to worry about losing the roof over our heads because I can pack it up and move. Yeah, I wish I had a metal detector, Silver Serpent. We'd be finding so much shit and so much garbage. It'd be a lot of fun. And it's always interesting when when I was watching videos, I would be running into people's metal detecting videos and stuff like that, especially the Swamp Rat Nation. He's got a bunch too. And yeah, Southern Sass, it's at the point where if somebody else controls your living option, to me, it doesn't sit right. If at any point in time someone's like, oh, I'm selling this house, I'm selling this property, oh, I'm done with this, I don't want to rent this anymore, you guys got 30 days, get out. that's not a situation to live in to me anyway. I know people don't have options. That's how it is. That's how the world is. But to me, that's not an option. Not anymore. So I enjoy being in nature. I enjoy living in nature, and I just want to keep doing that. It makes it easy for me to do my channel and share it out with you guys. And we're slowly garnering more support and everything else. So I definitely appreciate everybody who does that. It makes it so that way we can continue doing this without having to try to figure out other options. I definitely appreciate everybody, though. I definitely got to get going. I've pushed it too many times now. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for celebrating 500 uploads with me. And it's been an absolute exciting adventure. See, with kids, that's like almost a catch-22, 6 on one hand, half dozen of the other kind of thing. Because sometimes kids will make it harder, but sometimes it'll make it easier. Because you can always be like, hey, go collect some sticks. And there you go. You got someone collecting your firewood while you're setting up camp. But I know you said that one of them had disabilities and other such. So I know it's going to be hard for you. There's going to be a lot of limitations with where you can go and the environment you can be in. If that's something you're going to be doing full time, I would definitely suggest kind of doing what we're doing and start heading south a little bit, because Tennessee does still get cold. If you can tolerate like the Georgia weather or somewhere a little farther south, I would start heading a little bit south so that way you can stay warmer, which is what we're doing. Up here in upstate New York, it gets fucking cold. We're already dropped into the mid 30s. So see, 13, 9, and 7, that's good enough to make them start earning their keep around camp, in my opinion. But thank you everybody again. Thanks for being here. Best of luck, Southern Sass. Hope you got my reply to your comment. I reply to every single comment. So if you ever have any questions when you're watching a video and it pops up, just put it in the comment and I'll answer it. But I definitely appreciate everybody. I appreciate my patrons. Once again, thank you to Farmer Jack, Cynthia, Smoked Out 420, D-Man 50, Pat, and One Anonymous. Definitely appreciate you guys. I can't do this without you. Thank you again to all the donators. That's way too many to list. I've got to actually have the notebook with me to go through it. Yes, I remember you said that Southern Sass. But I definitely appreciate everybody. Thank you for being here. I'll catch you. Go Beast.